28.
Right. Well, we are live. We are live over on, it's just about that time. It's Tuesday, and around that time every Tuesday on RCI. Well, it She Speaks. You best believe that. A platform where we have opened up the scope for highlighting our St. Lucian women who are doing stuff, who are doing great stuff, from all walks of life. There's no limitation as to where persons can actually, the background or the field that they be in. You understand? So that is what it is about. It's about inspiring all of our listeners, to understand that, listen, man, you're not alone in this, Let me tell you, you might be in a position right now where you're probably trying to sift things through and you're getting a little frustrated because you're telling yourself, boy, this thing, But if we can show you that there's other persons who are doing it, it was not a walk in the park either, for some, for all. We all have our own challenges. It probably might prompt you a little bit to, keep pushing. And that's the idea. The bank, the First National Bank is our partner, and we'd like to say thank you to them. This morning we have the privilege of hosting Natanni St, a nice, wonderful young lady. Now listen, I guess you guys have been seeing her, but we really would like to tap into her energy as a young woman as well. For a lot of the young people out there, her presence cannot be denied, but her tenacity is what I think I admire most. She's young, but she wants something, she goes after it. And that is what I believe we would like to highlight this morning. Let's take a word from the partner, and then we're coming right back.
Tired of sky-high bills and a planet on the brink? It's time to go green without burning your pockets. At First National Bank, we are here to make saving the planet affordable. Whether you're installing solar panels, purchasing a water tank, upgrading to an inverter AC, or buying a hybrid vehicle, we've got the green to help you go green. Fast approval, low interest rates, and Mother Nature approved. Your future self will thank you. Visit firstnationalbankonline.com or call 455-7000 for more information to help you turn your green dreams into clean realities. First National Bank, here for you.
Right. So welcome back. Those of you who have decided to join us, whether you are viewing via, yes, we are live on Facebook and we're also live on our YouTube. So if you'd like to go on over there, get a little bit more close and personal with the show this morning, you definitely can do that. And whilst you're there, beg a little favor, please share it up now. Share it for us, please, and thank you. And those of you probably on the move right now, you can't access through that means, you can probably listen in on the website over the frequency. We appreciate your presence this morning, and we appreciate your support, because the mere fact that you're there means you're supporting the show. Right, so like I mentioned, we've got the beautiful and amazing Natanni St this morning, and I am so glad that she is the one joining us. Natty, good morning, girl. I just take my own thing, and I started from early, I just give people their own nickname. I have a nickname for everybody.
I love it.
Right, so I'll put it in mind. Good.
No, of course
right,
not.
good morning and welcome.
Morning.
I am very, very honored. Sorry about last week.
Oh, no,
we were
that's
having
fine.
some technical
Everything
thing.
happens for a reason.
That is
I
my
see.
that is my approach, and that's my girl. You
Yes.
see, we hit it off already one time. Natanni, a lot of people are seeing you now. A lot of people are connected. Let me try and fix this thing. I'm trying in from the mic. Hold on. Let me see. All right, we good. Right, good. Yeah, better. So the mic not right. That's what I needed. Right. A lot of people are connecting with you now. You're very present. I mean, you're an ambassador in so many ways for not just brands, but for St. Lucia. Recently added to the Carnival calendar cast of ambassadors, and you've been doing a wonderful job there. So we're gonna come into all of that. Your areas of studies. Everything that you've dabbled in to date, your journey full time, but it's very important for us on She Speaks to sort of like ground it back down a little bit, because people get carried away when they see you at that level and they see that and they connect with that. But I think people get to have more of an appreciation for the person, for the journey, when we're able to see where it all came from. Right. So we want to go back to childhood. What was it like? I mean, just the other day we were a little girl. Yeah. I mean, you were in same time with my daughter, Diamond, and same school.
Yes.
So just the other day is a little girl, and all you grow up so nice and fast. And all they don't making us feel old, just make it know that. All they getting big fast and
The
growing
time is
nicely.
flying.
It is flying. And we're going with it. We're going with you. We're going staying back at all. Nice. So we want to take it back to there. Growing up, what is it like? The sort of household. What are some of the principles, more importantly, that you believe is making a very vital and positive contribution to the person that you are today?
Yeah, definitely.
grew up in an artistic household, as you can imagine. Right? On both sides, but especially my dad's, the St. Omer side. And although being surrounded by the arts, I feel like I was always meant to be part of that. It was always instilled in me that I also needed to do well in school. Right? Do well in school, but also be able to hold my own.
Yeah.
I was taught to be very independent.
Nice.
Not depend on anyone. But of course, I had to learn to ask for help along the way.
Yeah.
That's always hard for me. But growing up, I knew that I had to prove something to myself. And I think that's something that my parents really instilled in me is, are you proud of you? Are you happy about what you're doing? Is this what you want to do?
Nice.
You know, I don't feel like I was ever forced to do anything I really didn't want to do, and I don't know that a lot of people have that luxury.
Yeah, I was just about to say that this is very vital because you know, especially when you grow up in small societies like ours, and you're coming from a family lineage that is known for a certain thing, that is represented or respected on a front for certain things. There's sort of like a pressure on the kids to follow through or to do the same thing or to toe the line of that. But I'm glad your parents didn't.
Definitely not. Actually, my family, my grandfather, my late grandfather, he would say, don't be in the arts, you know, you'll be struggling. You'll be and granted, you know, there's truth to that. There is a struggle. It's a challenge a lot of the time being in the arts. But it's so rewarding. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I'm really happy to have grown up around that.
Right. So it was a conscious decision on your part to decide this is what I want.
Absolutely.
And you had the leeway to be able to choose.
Absolutely.
You had the element of choice. That is amazing. Right. So we know, we established that. Let me take a word from my partner. I have to give them a little credit. But when we come back, we want to talk about after leaving school, what are some of the things you pursued, you know, to date. We know that you spent some time in England, overseas in Canada, somewhere.
Different places.
We don't mind the business when we come back. You know, we saw you on some international modeling gigs and stages as well. We want to talk about that. So we're coming right back. A word from the First National Bank. We'll be back.
Tired of sky-high bills and a planet on the brink? It's time to go green without burning your pockets. At First National Bank, we are here to make saving the planet affordable. Whether you're installing solar panels, purchasing a water tank, upgrading to an inverter AC, or buying a hybrid vehicle, we've got the green to help you go green. Fast approval, low interest rates, and Mother Nature approved. Your future self will thank you. Visit firstnationalbankonline.com or call 455-7000 for more information to help you turn your green dreams into clean realities. First National Bank, here for you.
Right, and we are back. So those of you who are just joining us, we are here with Natanni St. Omer. She is a guest. She's our feature on This Morning She Speaks. And we're learning a little bit more about her, getting to connect and get a little bit more up close and personal with the person. Natanni, we speak a lot about the arts. So first, listen, we go in with the flow here this morning because there's a complex and there's a lot to you, and we don't want to spend time on little things that people could jump on the internet and pull up.
Right.
So we really want to get them. In terms of the arts, you know, you got involved in dance first off,
that's
right?
my
And
first
dance
love.
was the first love, and then you've branched off into photography and all of these other things, and because you do most, which is such an asset because you get to do all your stuff. So when you put your thing out there, you can edit your photos, do what you want with them, get your videos, get your content, and oh God, this is I wish I had that. I have to struggle with people like Kendrick again in expression. Wonderful, right? So let's talk about getting into the arts and what you've done since then. I know you've represented yourself and St. Lucia on some international regional stage in dance and all of that.
Yes, of
and
course.
then you went to Canada first?
Canada.
Right.
I've done Canada, England. I did some work in Cambodia.
Oh,
and
come
I've
on.
done some dance throughout the Caribbean as well.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's run us through the journey now, because you in your mind will know, how
Right,
this
of
journey
course.
has fulfilling, where the challenges came,
Of
where you thought, oh gosh, let me give up on this. Or,
Of course. I mean, so I did start with dance. Dance was definitely my first love. I've spent most of my life dancing. I love expressing myself in different ways, especially when I can't find the words. So dance was that for me, and I spent a lot of time doing that. I got certification here in St. Lucia, but I also got certified in England with a London dance school. So I've been able to dance throughout the Caribbean, representing St. Lucia at Carifesta 3 times now. Thankfully, I was in Barbados recently for the 15th.
The 15th, you were there?
Yes, I was there.
Yes, you?
I think I saw you.
Oh, dear.
Busy women. But I definitely branched out. I've never been one to limit myself. So although I love dance, I also love so many other things. So I've been into creative direction and modeling. I've been able to model for different brands here and abroad. I had the privilege of modeling with Solely Management. That's my agency currently that I'm signed to in Canada. And I've been able to do runway and editorial stuff with them. But also as a photographer, I've been able to work with the agency. So being able to play those different parts, I feel like it's such a blessing because I'm able to tap into so many different perspectives of the industry that I love. You know?
So let me ask now, because I'm trying to put everything together now. You're quite young still, so you have a lot of time to play around with. You know, we're going with that. You have a lot of time to play around with. So are you solidified in your mindset as to the ultimate where you want to take all of this, or are you just filling out everything right now, just allowing everything to work together, and then we'll see where it ends into what it ends?
I believe I will always, tap into everything that I love. I don't think I'll ever limit myself. But right now, I am really, really passionate about photography and creative direction.
Okay.
I feel like I'm able to tap into everything through it and be in the same environments that I love in a different capacity. Right. I always say, I tend to love being behind the scenes a little more than which is what a lot of people be like,
that's a fun fact then, because what?
It's a fun fact. A lot of people don't know that about me, but I really enjoy the process of things. I think it makes me appreciate things so much more.
Nice.
Yes, it's nice being in front of the camera and whatnot. There's an art and skill to that, but there's so much beauty in the process of things, and I think people really need to tap into that. And I'm able to do that with Carnival. I'm able to do that with modeling and photography and everything. So I'm really happy about that. And I've been supported by the Carnival ambassadors and Bounty ambassadors this year, which has been really nice.
Oh, you've been
really
doing
nice.
a wonderful job with those two, for sure.
Thank you.
Let me say, the girl, she's the best choice because, you're just so active, you're just so present, you're always focused.
Thank you.
And everything you do, it's represented in there, which could be such a shining example. Because a lot of young people now are looking at this space and they're intrigued by it. I know that for a fact because that's just what's there. Right. But I think a lot of them lack guidance. So you being such a professional, but in the space, I think you're helping to groom that space in a very professional way. No, it's happening. I think they're learning. I think if they're not learning, it's on them.
Yeah.
Because you're there, you're showing it how it should be done.
It's a lot of work. It's definitely not easy. It's a lot, especially when you're into so many different things. There's a lot to juggle sometimes.
Right.
And I'm wondering, why am I doing this to myself? But I love it, so it doesn't feel like work, and I think that's important, to find something you really love and you will naturally put in the effort and focus.
Now, as a young person, so driven and exploring at this time, which is the time you should be. I looked at her. I think she know where we're going with this. You were married?
Yes.
Were? You are married. You are married. How again? That's another part of the juggling because guess what? You've got your wife now. What is it like being a young, committed person, with so much passion, so much to explore? Because a lot of young people, I guess.
I think the key is honestly being able to focus on your own purpose as an individual. I think the key is knowing, okay, this is what I want, this is what I need right now. And although you have to take everything going on in your life into consideration, at the end of the day, it is me, myself, and I, when I close my eyes, right? True. So I have to be fulfilled in all areas, right? And I think being able to balance and pour into the different parts of your life are important. It's difficult.
Right.
It's definitely difficult.
But how important? How important is it? Because I guess a lot of young people, a lot of people in general, sort of shy away from commitment. In because you have people say, "Me, I'm not children no. Me, I'm not," because they tend to be, in the past, from experience, they tend to be like a. Normally when you have somebody else to worry about, or you have like, if you don't have somebody that is supportive, that have the vision that you do, that understands that we're young and we've got to explore, we got to go for it now, and that person still stuck in the mindset of, it can become a little bit challenging to balance. Yeah. So a lot of people normally stay away from it. But it's not what we really like to promote. We like to promote that family is important.
Oh yeah.
Committed and being committed is important.
For sure.
But a lot of people say, well, it's not practical. But you were doing it as a young person. So I want to understand, and I want you to be able to give some little insight as to what's working for you, so somebody else probably might get a little idea to think in that direction and maybe take a different approach to their whole life as well.
I think being aligned, knowing what aligns with the vision you have for your life is important. So surrounding yourself with people, not just your partner or your close friends, but your co-workers and whatnot. Surrounding yourself with people who are aligned with the vision you have for your life makes the big difference. You don't want to be in a room of people that are 10 steps behind you, or their vision is completely different, their path is completely different. You can appreciate those people, but I think it's critical to know, okay, my partner aligns with my views and supports that. My family does, and you won't always have the support that you want necessarily.
Yeah, you have moments,
people won't always understand, even if it's the closest person to you. But once you're solid in who you are and what you want, I think that love and support naturally, comes around. So
and I guess
it's possible
when you have the respect is a big part, because you may not understand my vision, because you're not me. When the call came, it wasn't a conference call. So if I have that written on my mind, it wasn't written on yours, so you may not understand it. But for a partner to know, well, all right, if she has that passion, she want to go of it, I am going to allow her to do her thing, and just be here and be supportive.
Yeah, I think that's key. So never let anything hold you back, but also make sure you tap in and you're pouring into people the same way they're pouring
back into you.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, we segue along. That's good. It was good segue. It was very important. Let's roll back up now to career wise, and where you at right now. What are some of the things that you have in store? What are some of the plans you have for yourself moving forward?
Right now, I am really focused on photography. So, Captured by Kaya is my page. My middle name is Kaya.
Oh,
so some people don't
don't
connect those dots.
I'm trying to time the story this morning. When I put Natanni, I see in the sky. I say, I wonder if it's the same thing.
Yeah. So Kaya is my middle name, and I have associated it with my creative side.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome.
Kind of like a little alter ego, Okay. So Captured by Kaya is my photography page, and I've been able to use that for photography, videography, and creative direction. And I'm really, really in love with what I'm doing right now, and I'm able to go into the spaces. So I'm hoping to push more locally, yes, but my goal is to be in fashion photography.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yes.
So they're all tying it together nicely.
Yes. Having the experience as a model, but also learning more with photography now, has been amazing. And thankfully, I've been mentored by Jesse Evans.
Oh, nice.
Right, and he's been guiding me a lot here as I've been here.
Nice.
And I have a couple mentors back in Canada as well with photography at my agency. So I feel like I'm being taught and molded in the right ways, so I can really chase after the things that I want in the fashion world.
Right. Some young people might be listening and say, oh, bull crap, you're talking and like inspire her. This girl had a thing cut out for her. She have a gold spoon. People think like that. Has it always been easy? Has it been a walk in the park? What are some of the challenges that you face and continue to face that you have to overcome and keep going?
Honestly, self-doubt. Sometimes you really think, do I belong here? That imposter syndrome. Especially as someone that ventures in different aspects of the arts, and I'm tapping into this, I'm tapping into that, and you feel like I'm a master of none, like, you know. But I really try to push past that and tell myself, okay, if these opportunities come to me, it's because I'm deserving of them, you know. So really pushing past that. And I mean, on a practical level, photography especially, it's not an easy job to have, especially financially. There are a lot of costs. It's very expensive.
Exactly.
I definitely discovered that during my journey, but it's worth it. So I think learning to invest in yourself in the right ways, but also pushing past the self-doubt and knowing, okay, just put it out there, put the work out there, it really makes a difference. So I'm constantly working on my confidence and constantly pushing past those internal battles to be able to give my best in everything that I'm doing.
What do you think one of the biggest misconceptions that people have of you? Because they see you. You said confidence and you said you get imposter syndrome, and somebody else might be looking in and never know that people like me and you have them, you know, because we have this front. Not that we want to put that, but that's just how our path has taken us. We were there, and a lot of people tend to think, well, them people just nice. Them people just never have a problem. Them people
no.
You know, everybody takes every stage. I just go and I just like, I don't know that I have jitters sometimes. What a big misconception you think people
I struggle with anxiety, so that's something that I deal with on a regular basis. And no matter what I do, whether it's going on stage or having to, you know, face a group of people or even an interview, you know,
Did you get any recording?
Just a little.
Okay,
It was
good.
exciting, but just a little.
All right,
you know,
good.
people think that I'm probably very natural and easy in front of a camera or doing what I do. But I'm constantly working on myself. I'm constantly speaking to myself and having to speak life into myself to push past any negative thoughts or fears that I might not be able to perform. You know, you really have to push past that. That's something that I'm doing on a regular basis. So anxiety definitely, sometimes it cripples me if it gets really, really bad. But I encourage anybody that is struggling with anxiety to take moments for yourself and remind yourself, ground yourself, remind yourself who you are and your capabilities. Remind yourself of the facts, not the feelings. You know, you really have to push your emotions aside sometimes and just tell yourself, this is where I am, this is what I'm doing, and I have to do that constantly. It's not as easy as it seems. It's not as easy.
I know, honestly. Right. Now, we spend time there and young people, so you see it's okay. And don't matter what you see. You see sometimes and sometimes it's a screen. You know, we are all human and we experience the human emotions that you go through. We do as well, certainly. Now, you in a space, you interact a lot with young people.
Yes.
I know sometimes you do a presentation for young people as
Yes.
well. You do some mentorship as well. Let's talk about that. What when you look at the space that young people are in right now, what's your thoughts on it? And how do you see yourself? You know, what impact would you like to make within that realm?
I see social media as a huge part of young people's daily lives right now. I mean, all of us, but especially all of us, but especially the upcoming generations. I think everything surrounds the media, right? So I know that plays on people. There are many benefits, but I see the detriment with self-esteem and all of that. I know we all talk about it a lot now, but it really is that serious.
It's that serious. No, it is.
It really is that serious. It feels like a cliche topic now, but it's no less relevant. And I think that being able to encourage people to be themselves and show up authentically in whatever space makes them confident. So for me, it's the arts. But for somebody else, it could be something else. However you want to show up, just make sure you show up as you. And I'm trying to be an example of that. Right. You know, being myself and doing the things that I do, showing, you know what? It's okay if I venture here and it doesn't work out. It's okay if I post something and it doesn't do well. It's okay. You know, it really, social media isn't everything. It's not a real world, that's for sure. I can tell you that much. And even with my photography, I'm hoping that right now I can encourage people, especially women, with my photography. As a female photographer, I think I'm building a space that's safe, especially for women, to come and be vulnerable and to shoot and feel confident and to really pour into that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's one of my goals. That's one of my goals.
Because again, we on social and that's what you're into. So you put up this nice photos on it, and a young person might be and they fall up on your page and they're looking and say, oh, she's so perfect, and then automatically they start to put this pressure on themselves that and sometimes they start to even develop little hate towards the person, not knowing that this person is a human just like you. So I'm glad that you're seeing the space in some place you could actually get people to understand that, hey man, it is that, it's that thing, but there's a human here with human,
exactly.
properties
and
just like
I'm able to interact with my clients, and in that way, they get to see me in real life and raw. When I'm shooting, I'm not all dolled up. So you get to meet a different side of me, but also I get to pour into my clients and be like, and remind them how beautiful they are, and really push them and give them confidence. So I love that. I love that about my job.
I love it. I absolutely, listen, we need a whole day. We need a whole day. Maria Bonaparte is watching. Nikita Theodore is also there. Listen, we need a whole day to sit down and have a whole, a whole thing. But it's already time to wrap up.
Oh, I'll have to come back.
We need a whole day now. We need a whole day. So I'm gonna, open the floor for you, and it's an opportunity again to inspire. It's an opportunity again to reach. So I'm gonna open up the floor. If there's anything you'd like to share with the viewers and the listeners, it's yours.
I just want to say that no matter what, even as myself being Natanni St, the ambassador of this, ambassador of that, at the core, I am a solution woman who is trying to leave my mark on the world and make a difference and be a positive impact. And no matter what, I think regardless of what you're doing, whether it's on a large scale, if nobody notices, if you're trying to be your best self, that's what's key, and that's what you have to wake up every morning to do. And I really, really appreciate all the support that I do get from everyone. And if you could continue to support me by following my photography page, Captured by Kaya, KAPTUREDBYKYA, and see some of my work, I would love to work with you. Yeah.
Well, we have a shoot soon, I guess.
Yes, of course.
Certainly.
No problem.
Yeah, you're wrong for that this morning about support woman. But look, woman, I paid for that.
I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you.
I know. She's amazing, guys. She's beautiful. She's humble.
Thank you so much.
We see you. We see you.
Yes, thank you.
And, you get the support you need because, you're just, it's something about you, you can't help. Once Natanni, she have this little thing. She'll trick us, So they watch her, she have this little thing. If you ain't catch yourself, by the time you catch yourself, you think. Have a good one, love.
Thank you so much.
It was wonderful having you. Thanks for sharing with us this morning. She's beautiful, guys. Go follow the page. Follow the photography page. And let's support our young St. Lucian daughter. All right? That's our program for today. We'll be back again next Tuesday, God willing. Wait. Yeah. We'll be back again next Tuesday because we're getting closer to Christmas, and normally we have a cutoff point for the show when we get into the Christmas show. But yeah, we still have some more shows in there before we get to that place. But that's our show for this morning. It was wonderful. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and it stays on our platform. So if you missed it, you can always go back and look at it on the official page of Radio Caribbean, or you can also look at it on the YouTube channel. That's it. We wrap up. This is also my time, Yeah, man, I finished for the day. Finally into Caribbean, get my bag, so I don't look for it. Look, drama me. They take my bag and I said, leave my bag. They take the bag. But nonetheless, let's take a word. Let's wrap up with the compliments of the First National Bank.
At First National Bank, we believe being first means putting you first. Your first home? We've got the mortgage. Starting your first business? Count on our commercial loans. Dreaming of your first car? Drive it home today. Heading to college? Let's fund that first big step with a student loan. No matter the milestone, make First National Bank your first choice for all your loan needs. First in service, first in trust, first for you. Call us at 455-7000 or visit your nearest First National Bank branch today so we can help put you first. First National Bank, here for you.
Mango is making this summer cool again with its
annual summer cool down sale. Enjoy savings of up to 60% off and more on everything store-wide, including ladies' casual and work tops, work pants and skirts, ladies' long and three-quarter jeans, track pants and more, up to 60% off. Men's dry fit and regular t-shirts, sleeveless polos and work shirts, up to 60% off.